Absolutely, great crowd. I love the turnout. I love the excitement. It was a pleasure to meet everybody and have a conversation about medical cannabis.
Mike Richards is the Outreach and Development Manager for Pharmacan. Pharmacan is a marijuana CBD oil pharmacy, which is scheduled to open in Staunton later this year. Richards was the guest speaker for the Greater Augusta Prevention Partners monthly meeting. He shared with me his objectives for his presentation.
Just to introduce myself to the community and also, educate people a little bit on what to expect, in the upcoming months as we open up our location. So, the purpose of today was to sort of expose everybody a little bit more to PharmaCann, talk about, what the expectation is at our dispensary VeriLife, the safety and security measures that we take, and then also just the basics and the fundamentals about cannabis and what to expect from the products.
More than 70 people packed into the Augusta County Board of Supervisors chambers at the Augusta County Government Complex in Verona.
Obviously, when you hear the word marijuana or cannabis, a lot of people think about, some of the stigmas that are out there. But, I think the excitement is that finally that there's going to be a medical option out there for people that are suffering in chronic pain, people that, have these really debilitating conditions. So I think the excitement is from the fact that there is going to be an option out there for people that are suffering from different conditions.
Scott McLeland was among the crowd. McLeland told me exactly why he came to the Cannabis Oil meeting.
I was interested to see what PharmaCann was about. I was also wanting to know how the Greater Augusta Prevention Program would respond and react to having a pro-cannabis company speak at their meeting.
Richards says he is well aware of the controversy surrounding the usage of cannabis oil.
That's one of the side effects of THC is impairment, but with the education and the combination of THC with CBD, that's where, we want to re-educate people that it's not getting high, but it's keeping the negative side effect of impairment away, because really at the end of the day, these patients are looking for medical benefits. They're in pain, they can't sleep. So I think that, the medical benefits are more important to talk about than, some of the recreational side of things.
He says there will be Pharmacan locations across the state.
We are excited to offer products to not only people in the Staunton location, but for Virginia in general. We offer safe, quality products for people that are suffering, and really, we've done this before, and working together with the Board of Pharmacy and the legislators, we are excited to bring this to Virginia.
Richards is not the only one excited.
Really been wonderful to hear what PharmaCann has in mind. They are a patient-focused industry group, and so that's really important to me. They're concerned about getting medicine into patients' hands, not just medicine, but highly regulated, safe, effective, and affordable medicines. I can't be more excited that they're right here in my hometown of Staunton, yeah.
Nitch Narduzzi is a patient advocate. According to Narduzzi, they have been working for years to bring PharmaCann to Virginia.
The bill in place provides for an affirmative defense for patients to possess this medicine. And so with a recommendation from their doctor, they can apply to be, or they can register with the Board of Pharmacy for $50. It's an annual fee. And then once the program comes on board and is up and running, they will be able to procure all kinds of medicines that they've needed to have access to for quite a long time. And we're just right there at the goal line. I'm super excited. It's been a long haul and a really hard game to play, but we've won this one, and now let's just carry the ball across the line and let patients benefit from that.
There were numerous questions during the Q&A segment, including this one about federal guidelines.
I heard that the physicians, that there was a problem because of the federal issue, that's still a problem, that if a physician gets registered, that might create problems for them with Medicare and other federally funded programs or hospitals. Is that true?
I haven't heard anything about that as far as...
That sounded like that. Well, and also just how soon do we have any hope of the federal government declassifying marijuana soon?
So, in my opinion, I don't think it's a question of if, but it's when. And that's going to be a totally different climate. I mean, so the one thing that's going to happen when federally, the regulations do change is that cannabis will be able to be exported across state lines.
It is really apparent that there's still a lot of education that needs to be done in our community. education for patients, education for providers, education for pretty much anyone in our area that would have any interactions with prosecuting marijuana offenses, because what the bill does, it allows for an affirmative defense for patients to possess this medicine, but we need everybody on board to understand what that actually means in the life of a patient, what risk they might still be taking, and how they're covered, and the proper procedures that they need to take to make sure that they are abiding by the laws so that they have coverage and protections.
Staunton's Mayor Carolyn Dole says she attended the meeting to learn more about the Cannabis Oil Pharmacy.
So, for example, today I learned about the three different ways of the medication being provided: topical, oral, that sort of thing. And we got a timeline. They hope to have the facility built by the end of the year and growing some plants by that time, although it may take 10 weeks or something after that before they get processed.
The mayor says although people are unsure about the details of cannabis oil, they do know it's effective.
They may not know the science of how it helps, but it's clearly there's been enough good results that we shouldn't make people stay in pain or stay with seizures when they can be avoided. So it's a no-brainer for me.
The Staunton Pharmacan Pharmacy will be located inside the Green Hill Industrial Park. They will also have a delivery service.
There's a caregiver program where you can have somebody that could go to the dispensary and they could pick up the medication for you for people that are in the unfortunate position of not being able to come to the dispensary themselves.
In Staunton, Elaine Rackley for Breaking Through News.